Isn't it amazing how one can learn to tolerate symptoms that were horrifying when they first appeared, and indeed one can actually learn to tolerate more and more of these symptoms, which are individually horrifying when they first appear. And the first horrible symptoms are getting worse and worse. It's just amazing what the human being can do with willpower and courage. What I've done with Tiny, I couldn't have got away with using a human being. You see, Tiny never grows up. Tiny remains a baby, a puppy. That means she forces me to be strong and secure, safe, protective, while also playful and affectionate, all of which is extremely good for my mental health. I am amazed. I am really grateful to have survived recent years to live in this very exciting time, 2008, and see things falling into place that were worked on for a long time. It's wonderful. The Millennials are reinventing themselves and the culture and the city. We've already got a nice new laid out town centre that hasn't really been noticed by those who live in motor cars and the periphery of the city. It's attracting young millennials who are deciding for themselves what the future is going to look like. We can leave it a little while before we discuss getting rid of the war memorial. Yeah, it's wonderful, really good. Instead of having a society that runs on lots of people with terrible problems getting worse, supported by lots of people who don't really know how to handle these problems but get paid for postponing handling them. You can't run a society like that. It's going to go downhill. You've got to run a society with happy, healthy people who are glad to be alive, who keep it clean, who like socialising with other happy, healthy people, who like investigating the rich variety of culture, art, music, sport and social activity that human beings can enjoy together. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. One of the reasons that the dogs have been so very useful to me is that they do not know what's coming up in the future. Especially living with me. Observable patterns. Whoa. Yeah. And that's healthy for me because most of my life I've believed that the future is unwritten. I can change it. the more I learn about the past and the present, the more I can influence the future. Yeah. But unfortunately, the more you learn, the more you realise that you can predict the future, and it's not always as you would want to have it. Or put it another way, dogs don't realise that you get old and die. Dogs don't realise that if a car hits you, you're dead. Dogs don't realise that. Yeah, just thought I'd mention it. That's what's useful to me. Cannabis brought me right into the present. Very, very happy to be alive, and storming into the future, making it my way. I never trained the puppy out of Aaargh. Good at, innit? I call this playing. I like to play every day, all day. You like to kill squirrels. Well, you would like to catch one. So happy to be alive today, here with you. Goes on forever. It's hard to believe, really, that I grew up to be this man who has cheated death for years with the love of a dog. A dog. Yeah. Frankly, my worst nightmare is a state of hospitalisation. It might technically save my life, but it would actually mean ending that life in a terribly sad condition, cut off from his dogs. It would prove that that is what has been keeping me alive. It's incredible. I won't say anything about God. I'll just say whatever I believed in was a worker. It's a good one. That has been the love of my life. Along with that, best friends forever, eh? The full name is Aaargh. For those of you keeping up with the story, I made it through to another month's pension. Yes, with overdraft charges of maybe 30 pence. And yesterday, my last tooth broke when I bit into a lovely scone with butter and marmalade.